welcome to our next episode of our Women's Wellness That Works expert. And today we have my personal massage holistic healer practitioner, Yana Hungate, who is our body work expert and a holistic health practitioner here in Orange County. Welcome, Yana. Welcome back to Women's Wellness That Works.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Great. I'm so excited because some of you may have recognized Yana from our previous Women's Wellness That Works interview. You can actually listen to her on our podcast, Essential Conversations with Essential Ann. So you can listen all about her story. She has an amazing story. So Yana, oh my God, this is definitely, I mean, you have been working on me, I think, for the last 3 years or more.
Yes, we have done lots of work together.
Yes, so many work. And it is all about the work, right? So
yes,
we talk about the spiritual work, mental work, but the body work, the physical work. And for women, especially, I mean, we are definitely busy women, so much happening with being a parent, with being an entrepreneur. We are just constantly busy. So you work on women all the time, obviously, right?
Yes, that's my specialty, and I love to do that and love to support the women, but also everybody needs a little kick in the butt because we all get so busy with everything and everybody else. And then we put ourselves usually on the last spot, which we need to rearrange and change, right? So we want to be the spot number one. We want to put that in the calendar and create a wellness plan for ourselves, whatever it is and whatever works for us.
Yes. And my intention for having you on the show on Women's Wellness That Works is to focus on self-care, self-love, and really giving back to ourselves, right? So open to receiving. I think that's really hard for women, is to receive, to let go and receive. And
it is challenging, actually. And when you think about that, for lots of women, it's challenging to receive whatever it is, receive compliment, receive time for themselves or body work, or just create something for themselves, right? So it's like learning step by step. Today, I'm gonna create this for myself. Let's start with the intention for today. What do I wanna do for myself, for my mind, or for my body, or for my environment around to feel better so I can breathe easily and feel flexible in the body and mind, right? Each day can be different. I feel that too because I sometimes have lots of plans, but the day goes differently. So you need to readjust and that's okay, right? We have huge plans, at least me, I have lots of plans, but I have only a certain amount of the time. So I pick whatever works for me that given day, okay?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think we definitely have to schedule our self-care because of our constant busy schedules that we create for ourselves. And that's the thing. We have a choice, right? We have a choice to take care of our bodies. And if we don't, what happens?
Nothing, right? If you don't do anything, you cannot expect something is going to change or you are going to feel better. It's only about us and our perspective, like what's going on with my body and mind. How do I want to approach it? How much time I have, like little. Sometimes we think we have more, but the reality is a little bit different. But what I'm teaching people, especially women, chunk up the time. Let's say you have our time, but not in the morning or in the evening. So you can chunk up 5 to 10 minutes. Let's practice breathing, or let's practice something else in the morning. Then during the work, I'm sitting at the computer, let's stretch. Let's create some self-massage on the hands or neck or whatever is hurting me at this given moment. And then during the day, just simple walking here and there, right? 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But the point is, do something for yourself every day, whatever time it is, whatever you have, just it will show. You will see the results that you are doing something for yourself and you will feel better and you will feel it. And so when you miss it, then you know, okay, I haven't been walking. I didn't do my massage or my breathing, or I didn't apply my oils, right? So just create like a vision. What will be the best day for me? Write down 3 to 5 things and let's try to do that, right?
Right. I agree. And, you know, for me, I know I try to schedule you once or twice a month.
Yes.
Which, you know, it seems like a lot, but it actually helps me become more productive in my daily work. And, you know, just relaxing and letting go and releasing. And what I love about you is, you know, I've said this to you before, you're not a regular massage therapist. You bring your tools. You know, I call it your magic tools of everything that you have. And there's nothing like the personal healing touch that you give someone, the quality. So it's individualized, right? What you do is individualized.
It's personalized, individualized, especially for that person at the given day. Because I'm saying we all have some ongoing issues, pains, and we need to heal something, right? Yeah. But every day I come to clients or you, I ask you, how do you feel today? Because every day is different. So whatever that issue is, we create a special plan. What would work the best? We discuss that. You say yes or no, right? Yeah. Then I have my tools and I brought some of them with me so I can show clients what they can do with the tools. And then we work on the body, we worked on the breath, we work on the intention for the session, right? Because that is important to create that in your head. Just like we did before this recording, beautiful intention and calming and breathing. I was so relaxed, I didn't want to do anything after.
Exactly. Right? So let's talk about women and what are some of the areas in a woman's body that you normally work on that may have the most tension? Which is
so most tension, what I see in women is holding tension in the neck and shoulders. For moms who have little babies, can be lower back because they are carrying the babies, right? And on the hips.
Right.
So that is, we need to pay attention how we carry the baby, if we need to carry. And then I was also mentioning that there are 2 hidden areas for me where I find out the stress is holding on and we don't usually pay attention. And that would be face, head. And then also feet. So that's, I just love working on the face and head and feet because we can release so much stress and, you know, tension through these areas. And you know that when we work together, head, you know, that's your
exactly. And what's unique about you as a massage therapists don't usually work on the face.
No.
And oh my God, it's just the most releasing. And, you know, the face is connected to different pressure points, right? Is that correct?
Yes, pressure points, reflexology. So we work on that, releasing sinuses, headaches, you know, different pressure points. And we just think so much. We have so many information coming on us every day and we want to do our best. So we want to hold everything, but we can hold only so much, right? So for me, working on the head, it's releasing the tension and the stress, the mindset resets, right? We let go intentionally or unintentionally. So your head feels much lighter. That's how I feel after working on women clients. And then we work on the feet through the points, right?
The feet, once you hit the feet, that's
everybody falls asleep.
I mean,
yes.
Our whole bodies are being balanced by these 2 little, you know.
So so the feet are very forgotten. We are walking on the feet all day, right? Sometimes we are wearing good shoes, sometimes not good shoes, and the body feels it. It reflects somewhere, right? But we need to give a little rest to our feet, right? You can do self-massage at home, or you know, you can call massage therapist to work on your feet. But on the feet, we have reflex points, and when we work on the feet, it's like working on your full body and receiving massage on the full body.
It is, and I know the women out there who have had their feet worked on. It is the most relaxing. I mean, even if you just do reflexology alone, it definitely affects the entire body. It absorbs it releases so much. And I think you specialize in reflexology.
I do. I love it. I love it. It's just, I have combined different techniques. I studied it here in US and also in Czech Republic. So I merged these two techniques together and I just love it. So when I was mentioning that the head and neck can be the issue for most women because they are holding stress in those areas, a big toe on the feet, on both feet, that correlates with head and neck. So they want to release. If they cannot have massage, they can massage themselves like on the neck, but they also can take the big toe, turn the toe around or pull it up, right?
Right.
They would get the release in those areas.
That is, oh, truly amazing. The most wonderful experience I've ever felt. You also work on women who may have had some injuries or surgeries or even breast cancer.
Yes, I have had all of these clients and all of them benefited from the body work. And first thing I have to mention is that every time someone undergoes surgery, they need approval of their doctor because everybody has something else going on in the body. We want to make sure we are on the same page, and I just want to be safe, right? So once they are approved for massage, we work on the specific areas. So abdomen is the area where we usually work because they have either C-section or some surgery. Breast cancer, we work in the area to release all the muscles and work on the lymphatic system too. And it's very beneficial because once the scarring happens after the surgery, it needs to be worked on, because if you don't, you're going to have tight muscles and it will pull internally. Sometimes the scar looks beautiful from outside, so we think, oh, it's great, right? But we don't know what is under, because under they might be knots pulling the muscles different directions. So we need to work on that. And there are different techniques how we can do that, either with hands, with essential oils, your favorite cupping on the abdomen.
Yes. Yeah, Yana actually does cupping. So again, this is rare for massage therapists to use cupping. But so I want to go back to the surgery because I want to share with all our viewers that Yana was part of my wellness team. So about 1.5 years ago, I had emergency gallbladder surgery. Prior to the surgery, I called Yana and contacted some other practitioners to help me actually relieve the gallstones, do some massaging, abdominal massaging. It was super painful. I was in so much pain. Obviously, it didn't work, so I did have to have surgery. After the surgery, I contacted Yana and I said, Yana, I definitely need healing. I know my body. I know that a body work will help. And Yana, oh my goodness, she really worked on the abdominal area, the intestinal area. I mean, I was in so much pain. I mean, you've seen me before and after.
Yeah, I remember that time. We have created different sessions every time. It depends how you felt at that given day. If I may share, we did the techniques we did. We did just hands-on work on the abdomen. Then we were using different kind of balls on the abdomen to release the tension and pain. So we were using soft foam ball. Then we were using wooden ball. We were using, I don't have the soft ball here, just wooden ball here. Yes. Then we were using a dry brush to release that through the lymphatic lines. And then we were using gua sha for that area too. Yes. And just working all around and working on the pain, releasing the tension in those, incisions when you had the procedure done. Scar tissue. And then we were also using essential oils on that to release that through different way, and working on your diaphragm to release that, create more space to breathe, because after every traumatic injury, even though I know you are really doing well with your breathing through the nose, still we hold some tension. It's the residue of the surgery. So we work on that, we release that. But I remember the very first time after the surgery, because it was difficult to touch the, painful abdomen, we were using warm oil with the brush, like a pain. Yes. Remember, we were doing just very gentle massage with the warm oil, and that helped a lot too.
It helped tremendously. And I think I had you back a couple times just
Yes.
because I was going through the healing process of surgery. Now, this is the other thing though. I've had at least 8 surgeries prior to that. So Yana's been working on many of my scar tissue on my abdomen area. She's been, you know, doing a little intestine abdominal massages, which really, really helps. Remember, your gut and your abdomen, this is your center and your core. So when you strengthen that, you strengthen your whole body. And I have to say, Yana, that was, I mean, I felt so much better every day after what you did. And it was, I can't imagine you not being in my life at that time, because it was, even though I've had so many surgeries, it's been a while. And for me to have more surgery after all the other surgery I've had, you really knew exactly how to heal that area and to allow me to heal naturally.
Yes. And thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. You are just ideal client, I have to say, because you know how to work with your own body and you know how to listen to your body. So just communicating with me, which is very important, that the client, you tell me what is specifically going on right now, how do you feel, and you speak out for yourself. That's a very important part, because when you tell me, then I can create some suggestions what we can do, right? And that can be changed anytime, but you were really working diligently on yourself. You had very bad days, but you kept going, and I just admire that.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it only took a couple of weeks to really get back into a normal routine, which my doctors were surprised. And you know, again, with your help and with some other practitioners' help, it's a combination of self-care,
Yes.
right? Definitely a combination of self-care, and like, so thankful for you. So what else do you do? I know you see people
Yeah.
homes.
Yes, I do provide a mobile massage in Orange County, but I also do health and wellness session virtually, and I provide corporate wellness. That means that I'm either in the company or I'm online, and I'm teaching people how to release stress and tension in the body during the work day, during the time when they have to sit at a computer or do whatever. Which creates usually repetitive motion in the body, you know, they sit incorrectly. So I teach them, here's 5 minutes, what you can do right now in this 5 minutes with your specific pain or tension or issues going on, right? If you have 10 minutes, what you can do, right? And then I give them real daily life tips they can produce, right? Because if I give you a plan for 2 hours, no one has time for that. Right. So my goal is to show you these are the things you can do, and you can do that anytime when you have that time. So for example, now you have break for 5-10 minutes at work. Now you can practice this. You can stretch, you can breathe, you know, you can self-massage your hands, and this is how you do it. Then if you are sitting in the car, you are driving to work or you are driving back to home, you're sitting on the red light, right? Then you can take this.
Or on the freeway.
Right? You have this. This is my favorite thing. So this is what I do in the car. I'm sitting on the red light, right? And I'm rolling my fingers because my hands hurt sometimes from the work, right? When you do lots of work. Then you do this. If you're sitting on the computer, you're typing or you're on the phone, people are having lots of...
Tell our viewers what that is.
This is a reflexology ring, and it's like a wired ring. And when you place it on your hands and roll it up and down, I want you to see that properly, then it creates a really unusual, relaxing feeling. Everybody loves it.
It does.
It supports your circulation in the hand and releases that stress and tension in the muscle.
Especially when we're on the computers,
on the phone, because people don't even think how many hours they spend on the phone. So they have issues with thumbs, or I have realized that my hands are hurting too because I got a new phone last year, but the phone is quite heavy. And I didn't realize, like, you know, how often you hold it and move it, right? You play, you know, music for the clients, whatever it is. It's heavy. So just pay attention, what tools are you buying for yourself, either for home or like cell phone or kitchen, or if you are gardening. Make sure you're buying light stuff, because if it's heavy, it's heavy in your
heavy.
It creates, yeah.
And here's what's really important. The two things that came to me is posture,
Yes.
right? And your phone. So
Yes.
a lot of people have the tech phone, right?
Yeah.
So tell our viewers why and how, what is the proper way to hold your phone so that we can release that tension in the neck and shoulders? How bad is it for us to be on our phones constantly like this?
It's very bad. I would say don't use the phone. But it's not gonna happen, right? So
all the time.
But yeah, so we all do that. But if you have time, the best thing is like you acknowledge that, okay, I'm doing it. Yeah, that happens. I have done it. Let's fix it. So what I do, if I have space, I place my phone like in front of me, so I don't have to hold it, right? So I'm like that, I'm texting right like that. If you have to text and hold the phone, I usually hold it like that, down.
At eye level?
On the eye level, because I don't want to bend my head, because
Exactly.
we do that already enough. If you catch yourself, you just push
right.
it up, so you're sitting straight or standing straight, right? But if you're at home, just place it in front of you so you don't have to hold it and you can see that, and you don't have to bend or slouch necessarily for that. If I know that I'm going to be talking on the phone for a lot, I put my earbuds in the ears, and so I don't have to hold the phone. So that way, you know, it's easier for me to have hands free. And
I know, unfortunately, our technology has
yes.
just become more and more
yes.
advanced, and we are constantly on our computers and our phones on a daily basis.
Yeah.
A lot of people are addicted to it. I know I am. Sometimes I'm on there a lot.
I would say everybody who has cell phone, we are all addicted, unfortunately. So it's true. It's true. So just acknowledging that I don't have to be on the phone all the time is like, you know, people drive from work and they want to call someone. If it's necessary, do that. But create also that time for yourself with peace and quiet. Do not touch the phone. Let's say, let's do this 10 minutes in the car if you don't have to call anyone important, right? And just acknowledge what's going on. How do you breathe? How do you sit in that car? How can I adjust my body to sit better? Because sometimes we get tired and we are slouching like this in the car, putting the elbows on the side, right? So that creates your spine is gonna be off shifted. Then that creates your hips going in different way. And then your neck is going different way. So
and our purses, when we put our purses, right?
Yeah.
We end up becoming
so what I would suggest for that, what I do, sometimes you have to have purse, but if you don't have to have it every day, I have small backpack, so I have the weight on the both shoulders, right? And or I have like long strap, so I put it across my head, so I don't have to have it just
like
on
that. Crossbody.
Yes, and switch that. So that would be my tip for the ladies.
Well, let's talk about sitting. I know there have been some studies and research that sitting is the new smoking. Posture sitting, how we sit, lifting up. Now, too much sitting is a disadvantage to our body. It's detrimental to our body.
Yeah. The sitting doesn't create any circulation in the body. So I know that if you are working in the office, it's necessary, but when you have break, just stand up and walk, or have if you have the table which can lift that so you can stand. And I know some companies already have it because I have seen that. So people are switching, but if you have to sit, make sure your table is adjusted properly and your chair is adjusted properly, like the ergonomics of the office side. So your angles are 90 degrees, right? Because if your table is higher, you're gonna be, I'm gonna show you, you're gonna be doing this with your shoulder. When you work with the mouse, you are doing this. So then people come, I have shoulder pain. And when I ask them, how is your table? And they said, yeah, it's a little bit higher. So you either change the table or you do some adjustments, right? Whatever you can do. and support, like you put book under the computer, create different like leveling for your eyes, because your eyes should be looking straight at the computer, not up high, not down. Just create the perfect working environment for yourself, right?
Yeah, your posture for your spine.
The posture, yes. Yes.
And so let's talk about, because I know you're also an essential oil specialist.
Yes.
You've used Young Living oil for many, many years, as I have
already.
I know, exactly. So what are some of the oils that helps with muscle tension, relaxation? Can you share with our viewers?
Yes, I have, my favorite is peppermint essential oil. That one is really good for releasing stress and tension in the body and supporting the pain. Then I really like copaiba, because copaiba, when you mix it with another oil, it creates even deeper penetration in the skin, and that oils become even stronger. And for like a daily use, basil is really good, marjoram for muscles, but then there are a huge selection of oils you can use for many different things, not just for the muscles, but also for the brain or stress, right? Like lavender is amazing for stress. Yeah. If you need to focus, peppermint is good too. And you can put it either in the diffuser or applied on the body. Some oils can be taken internally. You just need to make sure the oils are 100% pure essential oils. You are not going to buy it in store. You just make your research and find your own favorite company with the oils. And this is how I roll. I have oils like here by the computer, in my bathroom. I have diffusers in every room. So like I'm diffusing oils in every room to get, you know, cleaner air, so that if you are sitting in the office, that would be beneficial for you to create cleaner airspace around you so you can breathe, but it will also support your mind. Like with the
I have some oils right now.
You do. I know you have diffusers everywhere too. So what is your favorite oil?
So for me, there's a blend that doTERRA has called Aroma Touch, which I love for definitely massage, but wintergreen is great. Cypress is also great for tension, muscle tension, and so forth. Any of the mints are also wonderful. I love Melissa oil as well.
Yes, and what I want to circle back a little bit, because we were talking about the scarring. So if any of the women have issues with scarring, I would suggest frankincense oil, Melissa, helichrysum, or lavender, just basic lavender. And the best oil, if you are not allergic, is the sesame oil. So mix that, any of the oil, or you can mix a couple of oils and apply it on the scarring. And if the scar goes this way, you're gonna massage like up and up like a zigzag.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be going on the line, but zigzag.
Yeah. The women who've had cesareans, or any surgery, that area. I think that's amazing. I love all of those. Those are wonderful. I love myrrh. Myrrh and frankincense together are amazing. I love them together. That's really helpful for women, right? Because, you know, again, our bodies, I mean, we want our bodies to look as beautiful as possible. Yeah. So for me, I have so many scars, right? But to me, they are a sign of me surviving, going through what I went through. And Donna constantly puts oils in those areas. And it just, you know, it's definitely over the years, it's definitely look a lot less and less.
It's disappearing. You are pretty much marinated in oils every time we work on your body.
Well, here's what I want to say. Self-care, body work, massage, all the things that you do are so beneficial. For women. And what other things would you like to share with our women about self-care and body work? I'll give you the last word.
Oh, there is so many, but the main thing is really think about yourself every day. Put something in the calendar, whatever time it is, do something for yourself. That would be the main thing to remember. I also wanted to share this card with you. I pulled this card from this deck. It's called Self-Care Deck.
Perfect.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect.
And it's motivational because sometimes if you don't feel like you have time to work on your body physically or go for massage, sometimes just having this on your nightstand is very helpful because that will change your mind and you shift in different way. So I pulled this card for all of us women, for women wellness that works, and it's for possibility.
Yes.
So beautiful. The possibility reads, focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice.
Yes.
And I have goosebumps when I'm reading. So that is the message for all of us, for all of this group listening right now. Just be open, be open. And sometimes not doing anything is just the best thing ever, right? You just seclude yourself in the calm place and breathe and just readjust, take the energy and breathe.
A wise woman told me, a very good friend of mine said, doing nothing is doing something.
Yes.
Doing nothing is doing something. So when we think we're doing nothing, we are actually healing our bodies, resting.
Yes. So, and let me tell you, because I'm a mother, I have 2 kids, I have animals, so our house is, busy all the time. We have schedules, but I always tend to hide. If I don't have that time to do whatever I need to do, I try to hide somewhere, wherever it is. It's my garden, in the car for 5 minutes, bathroom, just breathe and be alone. Right. Recollect, re-energize, so you can be there for yourself and then others.
Exactly. I am so thankful for you, Yana, for being in my life and for sharing your information, wisdom, everything that you do with so many people. Continue to help and heal others while we heal ourselves. So thank you so much for joining Women's Wellness That Works. And remember, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, our weekly newsletter, every Tuesday our newsletter comes out. So you want to go to essentialann.com. And again, you want to listen to our podcasts, go to Essential Conversations with Essential Ann. And we're also on YouTube as Essential Ann. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Yana. Until our next episode of Women's Wellness That Works Expert. Remember, every woman has her story. What's your story? Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.